Hey everybody, it's Debbie Schaefer of the Well-Mannered Dog in beautiful Eugene, Oregon. So this week's video is on other prevention options that you can take into consideration and really start investing in now in order to make it so that your dog is not in danger of escaping or hurting itself during the 4th of July or any other events that you might have to consider for your particular situation. If you want to make sure that you get email notices each time we post a new video, then click the subscribe button because that will make it so that we send you an email saying a video has been posted. Okay, so this week, you want to take a special look at doors, gates, and fences. Typically, when a dog gets loose during the 4th of July, it's because they scaled the fence or they dug under or there was a latch loose on a gate. Or people aren't closing the door solidly. There's something that happens that makes it so the dog can actually get out of that secure environment. And definitely the results of that can be absolutely heartbreaking. The 5th of July is the busiest day of the year for every humane shelter that's out there because so many animals escape. And if they're lucky to get to the shelter, then they can get back to their homes. So you want to make sure your dog has ID, whether that's a microchip or a collar with ID. Make sure it is identifiable in some way. Unfortunately, not all dogs are that lucky. I had a client who used to set off fireworks, and it was their dog that escaped. Their dog hated the fireworks, and that dog did not make it. I found it the next morning on the corner, dead. So we don't want that to happen to your dog. And we don't want that to happen to you because it's going to be just as traumatic for you as it is for your dog. So you're going to check all the latches. Make sure that there aren't any screws loose, that those latches are closing completely. If you have a wooden gate and it has one of those claw latches, then make sure there's a really strong spring on there where it's going to pull that gate closed. And each time people go through it, they can test it. Make sure that it really did latch securely. You also want to start looking at boards on wooden fences. Make sure there aren't any loose pieces or pieces that the dog can easily bust through. If they're really frantic, that they're not going to hit those boards and bust through those boards. And then take a look, really, what is the probability that your dog could go over that fence? If you have a dog that has a possibility of going over your fence, it has tried in the past, and maybe it's succeeded in the past, then run a tension wire between the upright beams. So this would be something like plastic coated cable that is attached to the upright portions. And boy, if you can put a tension wire a foot from that fence, that's really going to deter your dog from going over. Another solution for dogs that go over fences is to put a rod onto that upper level of the fence. So you would secure it between two uprights, and within that rod you run a PCV pipe. So the PCV pipe is on the outside. When your dog hooks its legs over the pipe turns, it rolls, and the dog can't get that grip that it needs to pull itself over the fence. And then you want to check the bottom of any fence lines. Make sure that there's not a way for your dog to dig out, that the fence is secure at the bottom. It might be that you need to put some rocks and dirt in place in order to help do that. There are posts that you can get that are going to go down to secure the bottoms of fencing. Take a look at the bottom of the fence. Make sure your dog can't scooch under or dig under the fence to escape. Okay, so if you're liking these videos, then go ahead and click the subscribe button so you get email notices each time we post a new video. And I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Thanks, bye-bye.